Hello again, welcome back to my channel, Jay Walking. Thanks for again clicking on my video. Today I'm in Borrowdale in the Lake District, so I'll be really glad if you can stay and join me. Currently walking towards Stockley Bridge. I've not done too much filming yet. Lots of people coming down off the mountains while I'm walking up, which is always a nice feeling. But I'm a little bit later than I intended. Quite a nasty accident on the A66. We were delayed for an hour getting past that. Unlikely the people involved will be watching this, but if you are, I hope you're well. Well, it's a bit of a slog, this. As I say, it was an hour later than I wanted to be. Consequently, it's getting late now. It's October, so it goes dark earlier. But just got to keep plodding on. Try and get up to Esk Hause, Esk Pike, find somewhere to set up my tent somewhere around there. Crags, Glaramara, Grains Gill, and up ahead in the mist, that's Great End. Hard work this. Well, I managed to get up to the top at Esk Hause. Didn't manage to make it as far as Scafell Pike. That extra hour that it took me to get here today cost me in terms of where I wanted to camp, really. So, and obviously it's dark now, so I had to set up camp as quickly and safely as I could. Now I'm going to do myself something to eat and probably get my head straight down and do some filming in the morning. Well, good morning, good morning. From very murky Esk Hause. Slept quite well. It was just a gentle breeze, nothing too heavy. Slept for about 6 hours. Actually woke up about 5. It was still pitch dark, so I went back to sleep again. So it hasn't gotten bright enough to do anything till 7ish. So there's the old tent. Up there through the mist is Esk Pike somewhere, and over in this featureless direction is Great End, and the route I took up yesterday evening in the twilight. And down in that featureless direction down there is Borrowdale, I think, and Angle Tarn is down there somewhere. Well, it's high time I had a cup of tea and some breakfast. Striking camp always seems to take ages. Been a fairly damp one. Quite a bit of condensation this morning on the tent inside. So I've taken down the inner and kept that separate. This will be getting strapped to the outside of the pack. Very, very drizzly at the moment. Hope this cloud lifts at some point. Well, okay, exactly 9 o'clock. It's a lot longer than I wanted to take, but it's pretty soggy and pretty wet through already. But the obvious thing, leave no trace. Just take a minute to check you haven't inadvertently dropped anything. All I can see is a patch of flattened grass, and that's all there should be. Right, let's see where my feet take me. Navigation time, by the looks of it. And aside from a very gentle breeze, it is absolute silence. Not that you can see, I've just passed the crossroads of the paths at Esk Hause. Now I'm making my way towards Crag and Broad Crag and Scafell Pike. Probably be a long one, but we'll see how we get on. Well, I suppose you should expect this kind of thing in October. Not a view to be had, but up here is the summit of Great End. So at least I've ticked off another Wainwright. Well, here I am, top of Great End, and look at the views. Fantastic, eh? Weather showing no signs of abating, but anyway, I'm en route now from Great End going towards Hill Crag and then Broad Crag. I hope you'll excuse my relative lack of filming on this. That's very bouldery on Hill Crag and Broad Crag, so just for safety's sake I daren't have done too much filming. But I'm on my final ascent now, between Green Crag and Dropping Crag, up to Scafell Pike. Last few slippy boulders. Ah, made it. Not that you can tell. Highest point in England. Absolutely no need for this. No need at all. Just come down off, headed down towards Lingmail Col and down towards the corridor route, which isn't too scary. Unfortunately, I think I might have seen the last of my DJI Osmo Pocket because water's gotten into it. It's been that wet. Hopefully, maybe it just needs some drying time, I don't know. And you, so do I. Down to the little col at the start of Grains Gill now. I'll have to choose my path carefully now. I'm end up in the chasm. I think it gets fairly deep down there. But I think the path is over this way. Yeah, wouldn't advise going down that way. Little path to the side, around the bottom of this crag. Nice little waterfall though. Probably can't see it on this. There's not much clag. So coming up to the corridor route proper now. Thankfully my DJI Osmo Pocket seems to be working again. That just shows you can't get these things wet because they're not waterproof. But just speaking to a nice couple then, who obviously have never done the corridor route before, and they said there's a very dicey, scrambly section coming up and it's a bit of a bottleneck, so I've got that to look forward to. But actually the lower down I'm getting, the more the views are, well, I say views, but the more gaps in the cloud there are, which is nice. Well, this is the clearest I've seen it since about 6 o'clock last night. Very nice indeed. To the end corridor now. Looking up Esk Gill. Looking down towards Lingmail there. Making my way towards Stye Head. Okay, back at the pass at Stye Head now. Over in this direction is where I camped last night in the dark and murk. We couldn't see anything. So for those of you who know the area over my shoulder, that's where the stretcher box is down there. I'm going to be making my way down to where I came from yesterday. I'm coming down now to where I set off yesterday, which was up that valley there. Heading down to Seathwaite again, and ultimately Keswick. Because it's time to call this one a day. Mainly because I've just slept in a puddle of water, and not only that, my Osmo Pocket, which had started to work again, went straight into the water. So I'd be surprised if any of the footage is retrievable. I'll just pass Stockley Bridge again. You can see it behind me there. I think I'm going to call this video, if indeed there is one, because I don't know if I'll be able to retrieve the SD card, but we'll see if I have. Thank you very much for joining the hapless adventures of jaywalking. Thanks to those of you who subscribed. If you haven't, please think about it. I'd be very happy if you did, and hopefully we'll be out in the outdoors for more mishaps soon. Cheers.